everyone, welcome to my video. So for today's video, a lot of things are different. Number one of my friends gave me one of his lights. So shout out to EJ because today's lighting is not going to be changing colors. Thank you so much EJ for the light. This is also my natural hair if you guys were ever curious about what my natural hair looked like. It's just kind of messy. But today I wanted to do like a beachy makeup look for you guys, so hence the beachy waves, hence my natural hair. But I wanted to do something that is really effortless, really beginner friendly, beachy and bronzed and very summery. It's getting so hot outside. It's like 80 degrees out here in Seattle, which I know doesn't sound like that much for you people living in the hot desert, but for Seattle, 80 is like so hot. So I'm dying. So I just wanted to do something that was really summer sun friendly, something that was really effortless and something you could just put together and just get out the door. So that's what this tutorial is. So I hope you guys like it. Go ahead and keep watching and we'll get started with the tutorial. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do today is conceal my under eye circles with this dark circle concealer corrector from NYX. This is in medium, so it's a nice orange color. So I'm just going to put this underneath my eyes to help with my dark circles, and that way I can use less concealer. So I'm just going to focus most of this underneath the eyes and then just blend it out. I also like to take this up the sides of my nose since there is darkness there, so that just kind of changes the lighting under my nose. I'm going to take the smallest bit just around my mouth, just to make sure that is all blended in. I'm just going to take my buffing foundation brush and I'm going to go over the places where I put it. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with foundation, and obviously for these summer days, I don't know about you guys, but I hate wearing a lot of foundation. Like, I just feel like any makeup I put on is just sweating off in the sun, and I feel like it's been so hot lately everywhere that I don't know, just ugh. So before I went in with that dark circle corrector, I did moisturize. I always moisturize after I take a shower, and some days where my face feels dry, I just feel like it livens the skin up a little bit. I forgot to put my primer on though, so I'm going to do that right now. So I'm using the Professional Primer from Benefit, and just focuses mainly in the T-zone. And then I'd like to think that the moisturizer that I put underneath primes the rest of my face. So for today's foundation, I want to be kind of dewy and I want some good coverage. So I'm going to use L'Oreal's True Match, and I am in W6. I really like this L'Oreal foundation. I feel like it's really good coverage, but it's a different sort of finish. It's like this really nice dewiness. And I'm just going to use this, I'm pretty sure is for blush, but I like to use it to buff in foundation. When I do my foundation, I like to avoid the under eye area. I like to have the least amount of product there. I really like to use a brush like this for foundation because I feel like while it applies it evenly, it also picks up a lot of product that like you might have gotten too much of. So if you get too much foundation like I did right now, it picks up a lot of it since it's really like fluffy, and it just kind of like leaves you with this really nice even coverage, so you don't have to worry about it looking too caked on. So I'm gonna work kind of in reverse today. I think I'm gonna do my face makeup first and then do my eye makeup, since the eye makeup won't be too crazy. For brows today, I used the e.l.f. Brow Kit in dark. You have the dark side, which is kind of waxy, so you use that. I use that to like outline my brows, and then this side, I use that to, you know, do hair-like strokes. Alright, so next I'm gonna go in with concealer. I finally got a new concealer. I was all out of my Instant Age Rewind concealer. I'm also gonna take this as a highlighter, so I'm gonna take it down the nose and onto the chin. When I highlight this, so this is the shade Medium. I'm sure you guys have seen the shade Neutralizer, which is like a really bright, I want to say yellow toned concealer. I can't really use really bright concealers under my eyes, especially here because of my pores, because I feel like when I use something that's super light, it just brings my pores out and it looks kind of unflattering with my skin texture. So I tend to use something that is pretty much in the realm of my skin tone. So since I'm a pretty tan skin tone, I'll use medium, but I won't go to like those really highlight tea shades. So to blend that out, I'm gonna use my 3D HD Kabuki brush from Sigma. This is like triangle tipped, so it's really good to get into those nooks and crannies of your face. so I haven't used this as a concealer brush, so I'm just trying it out as a concealer brush. So I'm just gonna blend in some more with a beauty sponge because my dark circles are just pretty intense. I feel like nothing really beats a beauty sponge for under the eyes. I don't know, that's just me. All right, so once that is all blended out, I'm going to set it. Of course, I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. All right, so with all of that in, I'm gonna go in with my contour slash bronzer. For today, this is a trick that I used to do all the time and I stopped doing because I got my e.l.f. bronzer palette, but I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Cafe, which is number 30. This isn't like super dark, but I do like to put this sometimes when I contour, just to give it like an extra little something. So I'm gonna take it into my cheekbones. Let's take it to the jaw. Let's get a defined jaw going today. Since we want to be really bronzed for summer, I think this is a really nice trick to get a nice bronze going really easily, since you just apply the concealer and then you just blend it out with a sponge. Ooh. So on a very thin, almost pencil brush, I'm going to take some more of that concealer and I'm going to contour my nose just a bit. Alright, so I don't want to have just a whole bunch of bronzer here, so I'm going to take some of my Laura Mercier powder and I'm going to bring it up the sides of my nose. So pretty much I just want to be bronzy today. So I'm going to take the matte shades from this bronzer palette first. Next, I'm going to take a bigger brush, a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to get that into the bronzer shades, so into this sparkly shade here. Just to clean up some of that contour, I'm going to take some of that same powder underneath my contour. I'm just going to go over where we went over with the concealer. And I'm just gonna set that. You know what, I'm gonna take Birthday Suit from ColourPop. This has been my go-to blush lately just because it's so light. So for highlight today, I wanted to take something a little different. I want to use this Super Shock shadow from ColourPop. It's in the color Acorn. Of course, we have to take it onto the Cupid's bow. And to apply it down the nose, I'm gonna use this really small, little tiny buffer brush. I started using this for my nose just because I feel like when you do contour your nose, you don't want to use a big fluffy brush to put highlight on your nose. You want to have like a really thin line if you're looking for a thin nose. So I just started doing it that way. Trying to be on that Carly Bible contoured nose status. Alright, so we are officially done with the face. Maybe we'll see if I end up touching things up. So to go in with the eyes, I want to do a simple, really easy makeup look. So I'm going to take On the Rocks from ColourPop. It's a Super Shock eyeshadow. And I'm going to actually start with the color on the lid first. So I'm just going to take this on my finger. I want this to be a really easy look that you can just do in the summer, other than all that contour. Alright, and next I'm just going to pick up a fluffy brush. Let's use this one. And you can pick up any brown eyeshadow. You know what? I'm just going to use one from my palette here. I'm just taking all of these matte shades here, tapping the brush to make sure the excess is off. And you just want to use wind wiper motions. You just want to go back and forth with your brush. And then just go back in with a V shape here and blend it out. Now I want to go under the eyes with the brown shadow, so again, I'm just going to take a mixture of the matte shades. Next, I kind of just want a tight line, so I'm going to apply some black eye pencil. Tiniest bit into the waterline, and then I'm going to tightline the top as well. Next, we're just going to move on to mascara. So I am going to take my e.l.f. curler. This is just $1. So just because when I put the brown shadow on, it wiped away some of the eyeshadow, I'm just gonna put some back onto the lid just to make sure it looks very nice and bronzed. I feel like these eyeshadows work best with your finger, but if you don't like using your finger, I would use a synthetic brush with this. Alright, so now that we have that lovely eyeshadow back on, I'm gonna go in with my inner corner highlight. Look at how pretty that is. Like, it's just such a pretty eyeshadow. It's just really gold, but it's like on the darker side. I actually kind of want to go in with gold for the inner corners here. I'm gonna take the color Eternal Sunshine. And I feel like that gold really just draws your eye there. Alright guys, so for mascara today, I went in with a couple coats of the Lash Sensational Mascara from Maybelline. And for my under eyes, I'm going to use my Carbon Black Telescopic Mascara from L'Oreal. My lashes are playing me today. Actually, it's this curler. It doesn't want to curl my lashes. So I think that's the best we're gonna do with my eyes. So the one thing left should be lips. So I'm just gonna set all of my makeup with my MAC Fix Plus. Alright, so I'm first gonna line my lips with Soar from MAC. Alright, now with my lips lined, I'm gonna go in with the color Sandstorm from the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipsticks. This is the first time I use it, so we'll see how it looks. Alright guys, so that is the end of today's makeup look. It's just a really simple, easy, bronzed, beachy, effortless summer makeup look. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. And yeah, thank you guys so much for everything. We just hit 14,000 subscribers, which is crazy to me. Like, and I'm still trying to work on my 10,000 subscriber giveaway. Like, I am slacking so much. But thank you guys so much. It's ridiculous. You guys are so sweet, and just know that I appreciate it so much. Honestly, I never thought that I would be like at this point in like the 3 months that I've been on YouTube. So it is crazy, and it's just all because of you guys, and I enjoy it so much, and I enjoy talking to you guys so much, and just thank you guys so much for 14K. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this makeup look. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you did, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye. Oh my god.